Hello everybody, it's Eddie here. Today's video. We're back with another video today on anime topic here. This video today we're going to do a top 7 of my favorite anime that are not really fighting anime. They're actually really fun animes to watch. Um, I was trying to find a video, anime idea for like anime shows that were really fighting like animes, but they have a really good story to them. Um, I have top 7 choices that I would highly recommend to people. If you've seen these animes, what do you think about them? And if not, definitely give them a shot. Definitely give them a try. Um, 7 of these animes that I picked on here are actually my favorites, and these are the ones that I normally watch. So, um, they're definitely worth it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys what I have here and tell what you guys think. And if you guys have any non-fighting anime shows that you guys like, comment in the section below. Let me know. I'd love to know what they are so I can give them a chance, because I'm always up for looking for new anime shows. So here we go. Starting off at number 7, we have here Food Wars. Food Wars is not really a fighting anime show. It's really a cooking anime show, but it's really fun to watch. And especially this one character that makes all these really good foods that are just like delicious to people, and people go into like a huge, like mouth-watering, just like they're astounded by like they never ate before. So it's like it's really fun. It's really fun because when he makes this food, it's supposed to it tastes really good, and the humor in it's pretty funny, and there is some like they show a little bit of some nudity. They don't show a lot, but they do show a little bit. Like when they eat, all the girls' clothes kind of the girls' clothes go into a thing. The men's do too, but the men are weird with it, I think. And then, or some of them just have like a fantasy dream of like the food they just ate because it's like so good to them. But it's a really good anime show, and it's a cooking anime show because there's also cooking competitions in the anime as well. So it's very good to watch. And the main character of the show, I forgot the character's name, but the main character of the show is pretty cool. He knows what he's doing, and not only does he know what he's doing because his dad was a famous professional cook. So like he knows and grew around who he was taught, not only who he was taught with, but like he knows his stuff. So that is an anime I definitely excuse me guys, would recommend is Food Wars. At number 6 we have Bartender Glass of God. Glass of God is a brand new anime. It is a bartending anime show. It's not a fighting anime show, but it's a very good anime show. It's brand new. I've only watched the first 2 episodes of it. So basically, what the show is about, it's about this guy who works at a bar, that's a bartender, and he knows the rules of being a bartender, um, what it means, and everything else. And he makes like these amazing cocktails, mixture drinks at his bar, and and these people come to his bar, and they're like astounded by how good he makes his drinks. And he also talks to people. He also communicates to people in it, and like talks about their problems and things like that. It's basically like a socializing like anime show, but it's a very good anime show. It definitely has a very good story. I definitely would recommend it. It's a brand new anime called Bartender Glass of God. The next anime show that I have here for you guys that's not a fighting anime show at number 5 is Konomi Can't Communicate. Yes, I do like the show. A lot of people do tease me about it, but I don't really care. I think the show is cute. I think Konomi is an interesting character. I think I kind of feel a little bad for her because like she's going through anxiety and all these different types of things, which make it to where she has a hard time communicating and talking. So like I understand how she's going through, and there's a guy that's on this show that there's a guy that's on this show that she likes, but the guy thinks that she's out of his league, kind of like thing. But it's a really good anime show. There's a lot of characters, and it's kind of cool show because like Konomi is the character. She's trying to make 100 friends before the end of the year, kind of like thing. And it's a really cool anime show. Definitely one I would definitely recommend is Konomi Can't Communicate. And at number 5 we have, excuse me, just number 5. At number 4 is Your Name. Now, Your Name is not really a fighting anime show. It's basically, or a series. It's basically an anime movie. But the thing that I like about Your Name is, so it's about this guy and girl. They kind of have, so like, there's like this mysterious magical thing that happens where they kind of switch bodies. So like, it's almost kind of like a Freaky Friday kind of like scenario. But they kind of learn about each other in the different bodies. So like the female learns a lot of things about the male, and then the same with the male learn a lot about the female. And later on, at some point, they end up meeting each other for the first time, and they do kind of fall for each other. But they kind of start off skeptical because they're not really too sure and stuff. But they kind of learn about each other as they go. But it's a really good anime movie to watch, and the art, the anime, the story, and the graphics of it are really beautiful. And I think I definitely would recommend it for anybody to watch. Number 3 is Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. I think it's a really cool anime show, especially when it comes to like a lawyer-like show. So it's basically a lawyer, attorney at law, like anime show, but it's really good. It's a really good show. There's some pretty cool humor in it, and the story is really good, and some of the script lines, like, I think are kind of funny. There is some kind of corny. There is a few corny in some parts, but like, it's definitely worth watching. It's pretty cool, and like, it's almost like if Law and Order or some of those types of crime shows were like an anime. It's almost like if one of them was like an anime, if it were. But the thing about Ace Attorney at Law is Ace Attorney is that it has a whole different aspect of it, but it's definitely worth watching. I definitely would recommend it. And at number 2, we have Death Note. Death Note is not really a fighting anime show, but it's basically an anime show of a cat and mouse. Now, what is Death Note about? So it's about this guy who finds the Death Note book, which is basically the book that is basically part of the God of Death. So it falls onto Earth, and Light Miyagami one day picks up the Death Note book, just lying around there. He discovers that that's actually just a blank book. There's nothing in it. Well, the thing about it is, you write a person's name, that person dies. And that person either dies from a heart attack, getting hit by cars just out of nowhere, all these types of crazy things. But he doesn't realize that that's what that book is, and then Ryu, which is the owner of that book, which is basically the God of Death, comes down, kind of scares Light, and he's astounded by. He's astounded and interested and very fascinated by Light discovering his book and how much he's learned within the time he found it. And Ryu really takes interest and really takes a lot of pleasure in what Light does. But it's a really good anime show. It's a pretty good cat and mouse anime show. But it's very interesting how you stop a character that has the Death Note book and kills off all these bad people and all that. It's really interesting. But Death Note is definitely one I would recommend. And at number 1, we have Dr. Stone. Now, the thing about Dr. Stone, it's not really a fighting anime. Yeah, they've had a little bit of fighting in somewhat, but the thing about Dr. Stone, it's a science like anime. So what happens is this asteroid, or this glowing green like asteroid type thing, crashed on Earth, and it destroyed all technology, and it stone froze all the humans on Earth. So all these humans have been stone frozen for the past, I forgot how many years they said they were, because like the main character was counting of how long he was frozen for before he was unthawed first. But it's a really good anime show of learning how to make things because the technology is destroyed, so he has to figure out how to make it and everything else homemade from scratch. So like he's made gunpowder, he's learned how to make a cell phone, he's learned how to make all kinds of really cool stuff, and he's had to learn how to make morphine, different medicines of what you need. So like he's learned all these different types of things. But it's a really good anime show, especially for sciencey and stuff. So definitely would recommend it. So that is gonna be it for today's video, guys. Comment section below. Let me know what your guys' favorite non-fighting anime shows are. These are my favorite ones I like, and I definitely would recommend them. I will put them in the comment section below, so you guys can check them out. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as always, and I'll see y'all in the next video, and goodbye.